Well, let's have the here's how. And this week, here's how to tell if your partner is cheating on you. Have they been getting the tyres regularly inflated on the car? Let down the air of a couple tyres and see if they replace the air. If they do it quickly, they could be trying to conserve petrol so that you don't notice they're driving home a different way and using more petrol, whilst they stop off and get their end away on the sly. Have they looked at you in a way that you haven't seen before? Maybe you feel like you caught them looking at you when you were turned away. Were they looking at you when you weren't looking at them? They're probably trying to suss out if you know or not. Have they gotten a new tattoo recently? It could be a way to cover up the shame of them sleeping with someone else behind your back. Or, worse yet, maybe it was an excuse to be able to have some form of sexual intercourse with a tattooist. If they suddenly took up a contact sport, maybe you're too gentle with your lovemaking and they went and found someone who'll be much more heavy-handed with them. What a lot of people want is to be physically injured from sex. That's why people find Princess Leia sexy when she's chained up. It's because chains leave bruises. And you know what else leaves bruises? Contact sports. And your partner knows this. Have they visited a dental hygienist? Who are they doing that for? Did they buy some new underwear? That is often a sign. A lot of people are very conscious about people knowing what underwear they buy, which is why people will often buy multiple packs at once and then only wear the same ones day in, day out. It's difficult for the cashier who served you to imagine you wearing each piece of clothing. But they might not want you knowing what underwear they wear with their new lover though. It's best to check their underwear in the morning, and they're not looking to see if they have any unusual markings or tears in them. Statistically, it's very unlikely that adults will help each other when it comes to making another adult's bed. So if you caught your partner and their new colleague from work assisting them in spreading the fitted sheet across the mattress, there's a good chance they're changing the sheets to help your partner conceal the fact that they might be secretly sleeping with someone else on the side. Do they have multiple listings on eBay that never seem to sell and they refuse to drop the prices on them? Odds are they're just using eBay to communicate with people on there who have similar interests, and they may be hoping to exchange bodily fluids with them in return for information regarding their shared interest. Have they found new recipes that they want to try which seem unusual given their usual taste in foods? There's a good chance that a stranger has taken your partner out for a meal that they enjoyed it so much they're now going to try and recreate that meal with you. Have they suddenly started taking their health seriously? Maybe they're limiting their alcohol intake, or maybe they've took up jogging. It seems great on the surface, but what you've got to ask yourself is, who have they found that's suddenly worth living for? And that's the end of this week's Here's How. Just a quick reminder about my new book, 50 Ways to Torture a Sloth. It's available on my website, it's available on Etsy and Amazon. £2.50 on my website, £3.50 to download from elsewhere because I lose money on it, but if you'd rather buy it from there, fair enough. And it's a tenner to buy as a paperback wherever you're getting it from. Also, little Patreon shows, little exclusive Patreon shows if you're into that. Me reading the comments left by perverted and angry people. Plus, I'm going to be doing every now and then a full-length episode, probably based on hidden messages in a film, where it's just me and you. And you can listen to that if you join the Patreon. But I'll see you in a bit.